question from David, okay? He goes, David says this. It's interesting. So the first person is John. The second one is David. Too bad we don't have a Daniel and an Arthur, and we'd get all four of my names. I like, and he's got the little air quotes on it, the 10,000 swing challenge because that amount of volume busts through plateaus and skyrockets my performance for that exercise. Is there a similar protocol for other exercises, press, squats, etc.? So that's interesting, David. So not everybody, adapts like you do, but many. I'm surprised how many people do. One of the lessons I learned when I first started training, in fact, I want to say it was Mike Metzer who said it. Now he was the high intensity guy, but obviously he trained in all kinds of different methods. But one of the things he said in one of his books, I'm pretty sure it was in one of his books, could have been an article, that when you first start to lift, you should lift the same exercises every day for a couple of, maybe up to 2 weeks, I think it was, just so you could learn the exercises and keep soreness at bay a little bit. So some people really thrive just coming back. There is something called Squat-vember, I think, where a whole bunch of people online all agree to squat every day in the month of November. And I think I'm right. I think it's Squat-vember. Squatting every single day for a month is going to break through some things for you. A fun thing to do, I don't know what equipment you have, but say like you're a kettlebell guy and you said, I'm going to do 50 goblet squats every day for a month. I mean, I think that'd be a really good challenge. You certainly don't want to do one set of 50, though that might be a fun experiment. By the way, I tried to do, we came up with a concept called Lean Made Simple, and we tried to take the workout program from Mass Made Simple, because a lot of people tell me when they do mass building programs, because of the hit on the body, some people lose body fat doing it. When I was doing a high squat program a long time ago, I lost body fat because I was doing 2-hour workouts, and it was just 3 sets of 30 in 2 hours, but my body just couldn't keep up, and I lost some body fat doing it. If you do 50 goblet squats, getting back to the story, even though I can back squat my body weight for 50, I struggle goblet squatting a 24 kilo for 50 because of this position that you have to be in the whole time. There was no place to rest my arms. That's not the most cool thing I've ever said, but it's true. So the one thing you could do is you could do the squat every day. In my book, Armor Building Formula, some people ask me about whether they can just do the armor building complex and the high rep presses, just that. And I know it works for 2 weeks, maybe even up to 3 weeks before most people start to, the wheels start falling off and the fender falls off and the rear side mirror breaks. Things start to crumble. But I think you could do something like that. I do know some people who've said, okay, I'm gonna do the armor building challenge every day. If you're gonna do the armor building challenge, okay, and I'll say it again, that's 2 double kettlebell cleans, 1 double kettlebell press, and 3 double kettlebell front squats. I wouldn't say doing that for 30 minutes every day, because that would be a lot. But it'd be fun to see if you could do that 15 rounds, 15 minutes, 20 rounds, 20 minutes every day for a month. After about a month, and you'll notice with the 10,000 swing challenge, David, the way we did it, it's 5 days a week for 4 weeks, gets you the 10,000 swings. I've had other people tell me they did 4 days a week for 5 weeks, but most people start after about the after about the 3rd week of a challenge, it's time to close the door and move on, So I think if you're doing the 10,000 swing challenge, you make it to week 3 and you're like, I hate this. You probably can just kind of grit up and finish those last 5 days. I have a hard time seeing how you can, grit up and do 2 or 3 more weeks if you hate something. I hope that helps. Obviously, when I was a kid, we used to have push-up and pull-up challenges and all kinds of things for different sports and just little challenges. what is the one I remember clearly was 100 push-ups a day. And I know that Tony Martin and I did it. I know that. But you could probably just pick any exercise. But I would try to say, okay, stick hard to 4 weeks if you can. And don't even think month in some cases. Stick 4 weeks and just get through it. Thank you. I hope that helped.